Concerning sounds.
Concerning sounds.
From the shit.
Damn, dude. I feel like I haven't seen you in a fat fucking minute.
Dog, it's been a fat minute since we've done a podcast for sure.
Holy shit. Too, for
like,
sure.
I haven't touched the mic in like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, man.
That's like damn near a month. We're cold. We're cold on the mic.
Very
bro.
cold. Very cold.
Cold like some nips. Some
yeah,
good
man.
college nips. I fucking welcome back to the
had to say what's up. What's going on?
Welcome back to the Matt&Cristian Made a podcast. Sorry we fucking slacked on last week because life happens, but we got to break in. It's gonna be. It just happens.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
But fuck it.
Find some other shit to watch and then come back. Please come back. You gotta come back.
Please.
But I have some questions, if you don't mind. We're getting right into it, bro.
Yeah.
So I had this, I've been on my fucking spirituality shit, for the past 3 weeks. Spirituality, let's give it a baseline fucking definition for everybody. You know what I mean? Just meaning, the study of the self. You know what I mean? My spirit, what makes me me. Not, necessarily psychology, how my brain works or anything like that, but, yeah, just overall self-discovery type shit. And it made me come up with this question that I feel like people don't necessarily consider all the time. And I've wanted to ask you if you do you think we confuse having a passion in today's society with having a career/job that you enjoy?
I think that a lot of people are socially driven towards a career because of, familial pressure or whatever it is.
Not even like the majority, right? I feel major, or at least everybody else that I've met coming up, whenever I ask them what do you like to do? Or what do you do? It's definitely school or fucking work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a whole subgenre. My brother does crack.
My god! Yeah, we smoke weed. It's
everyone has
other than drugs.
No, but I'm still homie just steals shit so he can buy more drugs. He didn't go to college. He's institutionalized. He just
god, bro.
Yeah, sorry for the family slander, but fuck, dude.
You have multiple brothers, so.
Oh yeah, that's
one of them. Which one of them he's talking about?
That's for you to find out. But yeah, man, fucking. Anywho, I really think it's I think the distinction should be made between having a passion and a career, but I think that also your passion can change at any time. Because the passion that you, that YouTube video that we were just watching of you 10 years ago recording a Minecraft video.
Yeah.
That, you at that point must have had way different passions and way loved things in your life much more than you do now. And you have other things that have, taken the place of that. And so you're putting your passion into that. So I feel if you're able to mix them, and you're able to find passion in your career, then it's not a career. You're just doing something that you like to do, right. And you get paid, and it allows you to make a living.
I'd argue though that passions, true genuine passions, don't die out. They just fall to the wayside because of other things that aren't fulfilling to the person that has them anymore. You know what I mean? I was watching this guy on YouTube. His name is Dr. K. His YouTube channel is healthygamer.gg or some shit. Mm-hmm. And he's basically a Harvard fucking graduate, psychologist and yogic monk. He went to India for 5 years, before he even like graduated and became a psychologist, because he like failed out of fucking college and was like, fuck, I can't do this shit. You know what I mean? Like, let me go to India and get all spiritual.
Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what he said.
Totally.
Before he set out for 5 years
get all
of his
spiritual,
life.
dog.
Yeah. I'm going to go there, get mad spiritual, and then pop back over here, maybe do some studying.
On God.
On baby.
But
On baby.
Abridged, he's basically like someone who can combine like Western medical knowledge with Eastern spiritual, like Hinduism knowledge, shit like that. You know what I mean? So like he talks about, I was telling you about this earlier, he gave like a lecture on like what is passion, like how do you find it, you know what I mean? And he was just saying that like there are a few things that have to align and correlate, and like for some people it just happens, like of course like the random fucking luck of the world is gonna like of course bless a few people with like all 5 of these things like working in tandem, you know what I mean? And then it was like you're like what type of person you are, which is like he divided it into like, are you like a tinkerer, like a creative person, like do you like to create stuff, or do you like routine, do you just like doing the same shit and like that makes you happy, or like do you like fucking intense like working hard, you know? And then it's like what type of fucking how your body is, like your physiology, like when you rise and sleep, shit like that, or like the amount of time that you work, you know what I mean? Or you can put into your passion. Like I'm getting into shit where it's like you're confusing your passion and your job again, but it's like he goes through the physiology part, and then it's like dynamic too, where it's like, do you want to work alone or in a team? And it's just a bunch of shit that, like, I've been, like, not, like, confused about, like, what passion is. But it's, like, I'll be, like, really enjoying something. You know what I mean? And it brings me a lot of happiness. And then I don't know if it's, like, there's like a word for this like symptom in depression, but it's like the fucking like you just don't enjoy the shit that you're used to enjoy, or you have been enjoying, or if it's like burnout, you know what I mean? So whenever you like I feel like I'm confused, and it could be like other people too that are confused, where it's like there are things that you enjoy, but you're not in this state of like, oh, it's not work. You know what I mean? Like it still takes work to enjoy this shit, where it's like it almost feels like either something's wrong with me or like I haven't found it yet. You know what I mean? So I figured I'd bring that to the table. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I feel like that all the time, man.
Nah.
Fuck. How do you want me to respond to that?
Like, do you?
No, but I. Fuck.
Like, do you think like there are passions that like go beyond fucking? I guess that's my question. It's like,
yeah. What's your rounding out question?
The round out question is like, do you think people who have not found, but like have found things that they enjoy, but they haven't reached that state where it's like fucking, this is like walking on air. You know what I mean? Like your work is your passion, so it's not work, but like, you know what I mean? Like, for example, like someone who loves music, like, or no. Let me do a real life example. You know, like Tony Hawk?
Mm-hmm.
How he got, like, do you know this story, like how he's like the best fucking skateboarder ever, or at least he got to that point and then he just like did not fuck with skateboarding anymore?
Yeah.
And then he just fell back.
Can I give you an example?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was a big drama kid, right? I was like kind of forced into it at first, right? And then I was like, wow, I fucking like acting and drama and stuff. And so, small town, I was like one of the only guys who was like actively participating in the drama club. So I got a lot of the leads, you know? And so I was like, damn, you know, I could be like pretty decent at this. And I did the musicals and stuff, and I can like carry a tune. So I was like, fuck yeah. Let me apply for Juilliard.
Oh, God.
Right? So I applied for Juilliard. Not apply for Juilliard. I applied to audition.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime you're auditioning for, like, anytime you're going into an art school, you have to audition.
Yeah.
Right? So they do, they do dancing, musical, and then they also do acting. And so... yeah, I was going in there for acting, and I tried my thing. So I ended up getting the audition. I went up to New York, did the whole process, and then I was like sitting in that room in New York, and I was like, I don't know that I want this to be my life.
Really?
Oh yeah, it was a guy who had worked at Disney, a lady who had gone to NYU for opera singing, and like I was just totally batting out of my league. But even beyond that,
is that what like what made you feel like you didn't want it to be your life? Was it the people?
I think it was the people
you?
that were around me, and like I had spoken to, because the students ran the check-ins and everything. So I had asked them, like, what's a typical week like look like for you?
Right. And
6 days a week is like your life at Juilliard. 8 hours, like minimum.
Damn.
And then like I asked how you if the workload is so much, then how do you make extra money? Oh, well, they let us usher shows sometimes, like at night, that we
so it's
together.
Basically just all like student debt.
Yeah, so you're in there for 4 years, but you come out. I mean, Tom Hanks has been in there, fucking. Like,
but no, like I what you're talking about, where it's like they're drilling you for 8 hours a day. Like I remember there was a point in my life where I would have loved that, where I would have loved if like these people picked me up and fucking treated me like their little fucking prodigy, and was like, yeah, you made it here, so you're gonna fucking do this shit all day because you did this shit. You know?
Yeah.
And like I remember there was definitely a point, like for me personally, it was like band. I was definitely like, yo, I could reach the top level. You know what I mean? But like that was just my instructors hyping me up. You know what I mean? It was like at the end of the day, I fucking have anxiety. You know, I can't do this solo shit. I fucking.
And I mean, not to say that I couldn't go and be an actor, like even after like I'm through working and I like have my businesses and I'm chilling, like, you know, but at this point in my life, I'm just like, I don't want to be a struggling actor. And I mean, look at the way that Hollywood's going anyway. Like, I mean,
it's kind of making a comeback. I think they just made like a stride towards the writers' rights and shit.
Oh no, 100%. But I think that even like a lot of the stories that are coming out of Hollywood, like Hollywood used, like that's what it is. Movies, to me, I don't know if I've said this on the podcast before, but I'm a fucking whore for movies. I love movies. Cinema, I fucking eat it up. But no, man, they've just been fucking up movies. They have. Like, I'm telling you, when is the last time you've like sat down and watched a good like comedy movie? When has something resonated like Step Brothers in society?
I would have to say
in the last 5 years.
5 years?
Mm-hmm. In the last 5 years. Name me something that's come out that you're like, oh my God, fucking hilarious. The minute you mention it to anyone, they can know what you're talking about.
The Spider-Man shit was pretty dope. The Spider-Man. The Marvel movies have been like the closest thing to spectacle in cinema to me.
No, false.
For me, at
they've
least.
been fucking them up.
Not like recently.
Are you going to watch the Marvels?
Before, what I'm saying is like before you gave me a 5-year time mark, right?
Yeah. Okay.
The fucking goddamn pandemic was 3 years ago. 2 years before that.
2018, we'll say that's when Age of Ultron came out. All right.
2018 was Age of Ultron.
Avengers: Age of Ultron came out in 2018.
Infinity War, Endgame, that Spider-Man, Far From Home, Spider-Man, fucking all of them, all the Spider-Mans, Homecoming.
Are they comedies?
Are
they comedies?
Spider-Man's funny as fuck too.
Okay, listen.
Spider-Man will make you
when
laugh,
they came
dog.
back,
Spider-Man will make you cry. Spider-Man.
When they brought, I'm telling you, shut the fuck up. When I'm telling you, when they brought back the fucking the other two Spider-Men and like connected the entire like universe.
My dick was hard.
Yeah,
my dick
okay.
was so hard.
Admit, fucking
come on, bro.
like my glasses, like.
Damn, we're peeking.
Yeah,
we gotta chill. We gotta chill. But like,
no, but fucking hell, dude, I'm telling you, like, it's. Don't get me wrong. There's been a few, diamonds in the rough. But fuck, like, even the series that they've been doing have just flopped like square on their faces. I think.
Nah, man. One Piece Netflix series. Go.
Oh, see,
go watch that shit.
That shit popping, bro. It's because Disney ain't got their hands in it.
Hard, homie. And if you're talking about like animated films too, and we're talking like Disney, like Coco is fire. Coco is pretty fire.
Coco was decent. I think. You know what else I think was decent was
there was like some other shit that actually made me cry. I'm just not thinking of it right now.
There's this movie that was slept on about jazz and this
Soul was good.
Soul
was
was
good, but people were. It was a very mature concept. I feel like.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
And I
definitely
feel
shouldn't.
like even if you fucking are mature, like there's this level of blindness spiritually. I feel like that literally. Yeah, that literally Soul is talking about, where it's like you're not getting to know yourself enough to even like know what you really want. You know what I mean? So it's like some people literally would benefit from a near-death experience because they would come to value life more. You know what I mean? And like instead of life being like something that passes you by, or time being something that like just moves through you. You know what I mean? It's like you can live life like with every moment having intensity instead of like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes I fall into that where it's like life is mundane, or
I think that's the case for everyone.
Yeah.
At some point, like life does feel mundane. That's why people get divorces. That's why fucking
literally
like that. I would say that's probably like the number one excuse, like for either part, either side, either gender is like, I'm bored.
I wonder. I feel like right now, this period of like singleness, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Something that I tell myself repeatedly is like, or I try to tell myself is like, boredom's not the worst thing. You know what I mean? Like, the guru I was talking to you about was like, we have replaced the word spending time with yourself with boredom. Anytime you have to spend time with your thoughts alone, you're bored. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people are bored with their own thoughts. And the people who aren't bored with their own thoughts, usually never bored. Like, ever. You know what I mean? Like, they're, like, a lot of them are fucking celebrities, like, creatives that fucking create shit that nobody else can. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's, dude, to me, that's like, even like Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne. Dude, he can sit there and put down like 40 songs.
Young Money.
Yo, like, but
I mean, dude, think about it. He made Drake and Nicki Minaj. Like, made them back in the day.
Oh yeah, son.
Lil Weezy. They used to like hop on his dick like every song. Like, shout out to Lil Weezy for making me bitch. Like fucking that shit's crazy. And then
but wouldn't you though,
dude? If Drake got me on the song and I blew up like Drake, I'd be like,
Drake's my poppy. Oh my god,
Drake's my poppy on his sloppy. I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, I will give you bars, Drake. Just give me the chance. Just give me the chance. Just give me the chance, bro. I fucking dog at Champagne Poppy in the comments. Dog.
Get him in here.
Get him in this fucking shit, dog.
Oh fuck, man.
I mean, bro, fucking. You know what I was thinking about? You know, the girl who interviewed Drake on her podcast.
I was just about to mention Bobby.
She was like on another podcast and she was like, yeah, I was just really desperate, like getting anybody to fucking interview, like,
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Offering money on TikTok, like to fucking.
I've watched a few videos where people have been like, is she an industry plant? And I'm just like, bro, she's just
lucky.
She's lucky and grinding. Very lucky. Like, she's found a super weird niche that is absolutely funny. I think it's funny as fuck.
Shit, like I fucking whenever I heard her say that, part of me was like, yo, I'm so down to sell out and be like, if you can get someone to come on my podcast, I'll give you $500 right now. Like, if you can get Chris Brown to come on my podcast right
I need
now,
at least a C-level
I'll give you 6
celebrity.
bands, bro. I'll give you a whole band right now if you can get Drake on my podcast. You know? Because, like, think about it. She's kind of right. That is the biggest fucking move you can make for a new podcast is like get a guest, like the guest. Yeah, you know what I mean. And Drake wasn't her first one. Her first one was a random comedian who was like, all right, I'll see what's going on. Plus, she like grew up, or at least had the money to stay in California, so she has the ability to network with people.
Yeah, and I think according to her, I think everything is credit cards. She's like $30,000 in credit card debt.
Some people love that shit.
Like,
shout out my dog.
Could not be me. Imagine paying 27% on the money that you already spent. They're making like the interest on you, son, is.
But hopefully she's like making hella money, you know what I mean? If I were her, I'd just like make 30 grand, 100 fucking, and just fucking pay it off. Or something. But that's hard as someone who's like not actually a celebrity.
But she doesn't have fucking G Fuel in the back, you know? Like, where's your money? Where are you gonna get it from?
All right, not to get all like fucking red pill man shit, but like, come on, bro. Any girl can release like some decent merch, and then her fans are gonna fucking pop on that shit. Because if it's cute, it's cute, bro.
I suppose. I mean, like,
have you ever heard of Haley Pham? I fucking respect her for that shit.
No.
Her last name is Pham, and it's Vietnamese. You know what I mean? I respect her because when we were in high school, she had like 100,000 fucking subscribers, right? Like, just got there type shit. After like grinding for middle school and shit and like elementary school, she like just got there, and she's like selling hoodies and shit, like what we're trying to do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And now she's like fucking 1 million subscribers, fucking 21, home, married. Like, she just did all the shit she wanted. You know what I mean?
Damn, yeah.
Like, I don't think I've ever known anyone who actually save themselves until marriage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like did that shit for real.
You know, I was at a
But that was just to say that like merch can get you fucking hella money.
Oh, 1 second.
Oh, he's getting a good eye boogie. Before we skip over it, I fucking just wanted to send out love to fucking, what is it, Gaza?
Oh yeah.
Send out love to Gaza, fucking in my thoughts for real. Nadine posts about that a lot, and like, I'm glad she does because it like gives me exposure to it. And then like, I don't know if you remember Andrew Callahan.
Why are we? Yo, I was just about to mention that shit too. He did a wonderful documentary. Like, the same guy who did a documentary at Daytona 500 where people are like screaming and being like total white trash.
I mean, did you see his HBO documentary?
I haven't.
Yo, it was great. It was awesome. I watched that shit twice.
I honestly want to get onto his Patreon because he has like full interviews and stuff like that.
I think he got like fucking canceled for raping someone or something.
Huh?
Or like touching someone or like doing underage shit. But he does make good content.
Fuck, man. I was like, damn, that's a decent guy.
I wouldn't monetarily support him, but like,
oh fuck,
you definitely
See,
can.
That's what I'm like. Yeah. I'm like over here, like, yeah, I will directly monetarily support this man because he does great content.
He does do great content, but like, he does touch kids. He does. All
right, I need to see the.
We need to see the tapes.
Fact check.
Do a fact check for real. He might have just fucking, got allegations.
He just like sent a dirty snap to the wrong person.
I think that was like, there was a whole string of shit like that. It was like, do you know Miranda Sings?
Oh yeah.
It was like when that show was coming out, Andrew Callahan also was like, oh
no
shit.
Way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Funnily enough, it was like, I think it was like right after all of his interviews. Like it might have been an ex-girlfriend or like someone who got touched or something was like, yo, this guy's crazy. He's like, whoa, shouldn't be getting this much attention. But yeah, fucking his like, I don't know if you want to call them documentaries, but they're like 10-minute, 11-minute like interviews and clips from the rallies for Israel and Gaza and Palestine, like all of them. And he provides really good perspectives from like females who are very educated, who are really, really educated on the matter, who are like leaders in like community groups.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think so far, and I don't want to like act like I know everything about the conflict, but like I understand like there was a big terrorist attack, but there's been no opportunity for civilians to evacuate. Like,
but the thing is, it's like, I think the shitty part is like it's been like that. Like, and now they're just going hard on the attacks. But like it's been like, we can't get out, dog.
But imagine the other side is like, I watched this like a street interview with a I don't know if he was Hasidic Jew, but he was Jewish and from New York originally, and they had been picked up and moved and put into the new like properties, which are Palestinians' old homes.
What the fuck?
To live in. And they're like, do you have a problem living with all this militarization? And because he's like right next to
This isn't
Gaza.
in New York, right? Like, what do you mean he went from Jewish? He was like,
this is what I'm saying. So a Jewish man who was living in New York got word that there was homes available in Israel. But it's really land that Israel had taken from Palestinians.
Holy shit, dog.
And given out to people who are not even from fucking Israel.
That's fucking
And so this
insane.
guy's talking, and they're like, well, what do you think about them taking the land from Palestinians? And he's like, Palestinians don't exist. That's not a word. Dog. Like imagine your enemy doesn't like they think of you as a fucking slug, bro. It's fucking disgusting.
I fucking see it in stories. You know what I mean? So it's like I can definitely like visualize it myself, just like how vile like that person probably is, and like they're probably broken on the inside, just like like it's not like I feel bad for them, like something's wrong with them, but it's like something is very wrong and like it's not okay. And the only way I see it solved in fucking stories is when those guys like die. You know what I mean? Like when those guys like are losing. When those in not like a very mortal war. Like very like you're not supposed to survive and change. Like you're done skis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then like when they do survive, it's not epic. 'Cause didn't like that one fucking Nazi in the fucking Canadian council or whatever.
Oh, yes.
That was like getting recognized where he's like, holy shit, this guy's Nazi. This guy's
Yes. Yes. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
It just but I think that there's atrocities on both sides, but I don't think that all of the Palestinian people should be responsible for the attacks of a few. And I think that beating down a minority already, like, and like that's not like people, especially in America, put minority and race together a lot. but minority is really just a group of people that is economically, socially, like they have the disadvantage in society.
Right.
And like that is all it is. These people are the minority, and they just keep getting stomped on.
Literally.
And so like how do you want people in Palestine to support you when you're giving retribution to the entire country for the attack of people from God, I'm putting it into the wrong words, but you're giving them retribution, but it's like a small group of people who are occupying this population. That's like, they're already being occupied.
Yeah.
They're already being told what to do daily. Right. Like already, it's fucked all the way around. It's a
completely messed up situation, and it's crazy, like how it hasn't been being covered until now, because people from Okeechobee High School came from Palestine. Like he used to like talk about how like tanks would come in and like we'd all just be fucking throwing rocks at that shit. You know what I mean? And like, and then they'd fucking fire off, and then we'd like, I've seen people die. And when he said that shit, he was saying it to my friend that was like a girl that he was low-key trying to fuck. So I was like, he might be lying. But now I'm like, no, he's so for real. He's so for real. And this shit's so fucked up that like we were fucking 16 and he had to like migrate from Palestine to Okeechobee, Florida, and like just to live like a normal life. Like that's like being on the soccer, like being able to join a high school soccer team and like have friends and not have like the imminent danger of like people come marching down your fucking village. It's like, holy shit, bro. Why weren't we talking about this 4 or 5 years ago? You know what I mean? Like he had to do that. Like the degree of fucked up has not reached fucked up. It's reached like, what the goddamn motherfucking shit, bro. Like, it's preposterous, proportionate.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's everyone's, and I see the news a lot playing like the numbers game. Like, 1,200 people were killed in Israel, but now there's 3,000. Regardless, like the numbers, those are all human beings. Like it's just fucking just meat machines, bro. It's awful. It's awful.
Yeah, it's starting to like not make sense. Like
it just it's total like, and I don't like, and that's the thing is like we're always like, fucking Nuketown 2025. We're like, it's the future's gonna be great. It's gonna be fucking
That's funny.
Awesome.
Yeah, literally Nuketown 2025,
bro.
It's about to be BO2 in this bitch, bro.
Legit. It's gonna turn from like Happy Nuketown to like
we're about at BO2 like level technology zombies, too. Like
it's just like it's gotten insane, like, bro.
We have light up trucks now. You know how they had light up trucks in the fucking BO2? Like we have trucks where all sides of the truck can be an LED screen now.
That's true.
I'm just saying, like, we are reaching the same amount of, like,
that's real shit.
Level of BO2 type, like, shit. So it's like 2025. If somebody dropped a nuke, it'd be devastating. But I'd be like, I called that shit. I'd be like, I got a bunker already. You know what I mean? Like, I dug myself a bunker. Let's get underground.
Dude, what do you think about? Do you think that there's any possibility that like weapons manufacturers and ammo companies are like propping up wars and like making them happen so they make more money? Is that
100%? That it's a given. It has to be like
my thing is, do you think they prolong wars? Like if
100%
do what they can.
Given, like it has to. I bet you there are officials within the military who make fucked ass moves because they get some fucked ass money. You know what I mean? Like,
you know what? You're right.
Fucking, I bet you they make deals all the motherfucking time. I bet you there's like you know how they have Epstein Island for touching little kids? I bet they have Epstein Island, just normal life for murderers. Like fucking, for people who Just
chop people up.
Not even chop people up, but like send people to their deaths. They're like, oh yeah, this plan has no method of success. It's literally just so we can lose a little bit. And then we can have another battle and buy like 10 more shipments of ammo. And then we can repackage it and make money off of that. And then we can make money off the shipping for taxes. Like, yo, this is going to be a crazy governmental come up. You know what I mean? Like, fucking it.
You ever seen War Dogs?
Literally, that's what I was talking about. I was like, it makes sense. It just makes too much sense for American officials to be like, where else is the money going? Why else are we falling into crazy debt? You know what I mean? Like, why else has the debt only gone up by trillions? Like, fucking since we were children. Like, it doesn't make sense otherwise.
Yeah, it's just money that goes into nowhere that like ultimately affects our entire livelihoods.
Literally.
Like, I don't know, man. It's all
like
fucked.
with Russia and fucking Ukraine. Like, isn't that literally all we're doing is sending them like supplies,
munitions? Yeah.
So like, I wonder who's paying for that, and I wonder who's getting paid for that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, yo, come on now.
Well, it's Lockheed Martin, but
and that's a like lifeless, not like lifeless, but like American U.S. lifeless way of making money on munitions. You know what I mean? Where it's like, we don't have to send our men into the meat grinder. Those are the fake whites. We can, you know what I mean? We can get rid of them.
Did you see the news coverage when the war like first happened?
Nah.
I saw this like cut together compilation of all these different like newscasters, and it's the ones who are able to like kind of go on their own like fringe and like talk about shit, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, man, you just don't understand. This is not like the war in the Middle East. These are white people dying.
Oh my fucking God, bro.
What the fuck are you saying? Like, you're saying this on national television? Like, you're basically saying like, if you're brown,
you're not down.
I don't care.
If you're brown, you're not down. You're fucking. We're not with it, dog.
Like,
all right,
fuck.
You need to find somebody else to fight for your safety, because it's not us,
dude. I'm telling you, they cut them all together, and it's like 3 or 4 different people just like, yeah, it's a travesty. We have to support them in any way. Bro, get the fuck out of here,
dude. I came across this news woman a few weeks ago, and the way that she was presenting the information literally just like fucking brought me to like tears. The way, like, it was like, oh, we have no power, like we could just get sent to war. Like, I forgot what she was
what
it was
country?
It was us. It was like talking about, I forget if she was talking about the possibility of like using like nuclear weapons in the war against Russia and Ukraine, or like, or if we're getting close to like conscription for that war, or like sending our troops and then it's like we're next, or fucking like something where it was like I was just out of control, and it was like up to the government to fucking like fix itself. It could have even been like the way our politicians are like all old as shit and they can't get out of you know what I mean? So it was something like that. And it was basically just like, why why am I living in such a fucked country? You know what I mean? It was just like, and why is this the best country? I was like, why is this the best one? Why this one's like trying to slowly drain us of all of our capital? Like,
that's what I'm saying. We're just eating ourselves alive, bro.
So it just like, it wasn't like tears where it was like I'm sad. It was just like I'm freaking the fuck out. Like, I can't change this. Like, I can't become the president and fucking change it, because all of these other old fucks just have, oh, you know what it was? I think it might have been like a Texas legislation that was removing all the like black people from history, like from their history books.
Oh my God.
It was like,
bro.
this guy who was asking, he wasn't even a lawyer. He was just a teacher. And he went to this public hearing and he was asking this senator, and he was like, so do you know that this new bill proposes that we erase like Susan B. Anthony out of the fucking shit, and we erase fucking Martin Luther King, and we erase like
I did see that,
like
I
big
did.
names, you know
Yes.
what I mean? And he was just like, yes. Like it was just like, I was like,
You
I was like, what do you mean? What
like
do you mean?
we're just gonna erase history?
Like this is literally fucking.
No, that's what they've tried to do here. That's what like the education system in Florida has been totally altered, and I'm worried it can never go back to the way it was.
Like the don't say gay thing.
Don't say gay, but also like standardized testing is fucking dog shit. It's been proven that it's dog shit. We've taken so many tests. You've got so much fucking data to prove that it's dog shit. So stop giving fucking standardized classes. And they stopped that. So that's finally fucking done with. But you still got the FSA, which is nowhere near as comprehensive as the fucking FCAT was, which is depressing. Like the FCAT, like developed in like 2006, 2007. Is more comprehensive than the new testing.
That's fucking insane.
Like,
I don't know if this statistic is real, but I saw somewhere online that like 40% of American students or like people our age can read, like on a basic level. And then
I believe it though.
And then a large percentage, like I don't know if it was like 30 or something, test below basic reading level.
But tell me this, what's the last book that you read, like fully all the way through for fun?
One Piece. One Piece. But no, fucking
No. Like a non-fiction, like
a real book.
Mm-hmm. For fun, for funsies.
For fun, like not for school.
Not for school.
Fucking
nope. Can't remember either.
It was a self-help book. It was
wake me up inside.
It's actually really good. I like it because the author like writes like stream of consciousness, and like it's almost like you're talking to yourself or like you're talking to someone who's talking to you. And it's called like You're a Badass, You Just Don't Know It Yet or something. It's like you're really awesome and a badass and you're just not there yet or something.
Hell yeah.
But it was really dope because one of her things was like, you know, you can just want and dream with like a bong in hand on the couch. You have to like actually fucking douche. And I was like, I like this. I like this. I like this a lot.
The way you are putting this information to me.
My brain right.
Yeah, man. Hell
Nah, man. I just think it's crazy that I think it's crazy that many people can't read, but I don't not believe it because of how many people I run into in Florida. You know what I mean?
Dude, I think it's getting to the point now where tablet kids are becoming
I'm pretty sure tablet kids can't actually, like, they're really, really behind. Like, the fucking kids who didn't go to elementary school during the pandemic. Like, I feel like we didn't realize how big those years are.
Oh, yeah.
For
especially
education.
Socially.
Yeah, like people who didn't go to like first grade or second grade, or maybe even like third grade, fourth grade is like, you can't read, bro.
I'm telling you, there's got to be some correlation between the pandemic and people just acting generally fucking crazier, dude.
I feel like the pandemic, it was weird for us not to just like set people back a little bit. You know what I mean? Where it's like, why didn't we just like pause? You know, it's really fucking weird for someone to skip fourth and fifth grade to go straight into middle school.
Yeah.
They were in third grade and now they're in middle school, dog. That's just like extended elementary for them. So like they're still going to want to color in middle school, and they're going to still want to like watch like fucking like I don't know what's on now, but like the equivalent of Ni Hao Kai Lan and Dora. Like,
no, but they're not watching that.
Or like
it's
Bluey.
YouTube, bro. You know what I watched? I know what I was like trying to sit down and have like some dinner. and my nephews were on the living room TV watching TikTok like compilations, but they're like the cringiest fucking like, things, bro. Like, I was just like
what? Give us one.
It'd be like grown ass people in like an obviously like shittily put together set, and they're like, "Oh, hey Bethany, how was your day going?"
What the fuck?
"Oh, pretty good, Todd. I just thought about going over to my grandma's later."
That's fucking insane.
Like it's just weird shit. And then like half of the screen is the TikTok, and the other half is like
somebody cutting like Play-Doh or something.
Yeah,
right?
clay cutting or fucking like.
Dude, I think that's like the big thing now, where it's like actual
brains,
video and then side video.
Yeah, just to keep their brains like
and some music in the background. You know what I mean?
Bro, it's wild. It is wild. But I'll catch myself like watching some of these. Even myself,
I'll catch myself watching that fucking clay get cut.
No, not that
clay
shit.
When it gets cut, cousin. I get a little crazy
on the TV. Is crazy, but nah. When I'm on like my own TikTok, I'll get like wrapped up in like one of Reddit stories, bro. I fucking gobble those up, bro. Reddit stories get me. But they got the little Minecraft guy doing his parkour, bro, and I'm just like, oh, this guy sucks ass. You need a new parkour guy. The other guy landed every one.
The breadth and width of content on TikTok is insane, dude.
Oh, it's fucking endless.
Because I've never seen Reddit stories. You know what I mean?
Wow.
With like what you're talking about, and then there's something else I haven't seen that like I just found out exists recently. Have you ever heard of like Wattpad and like those fucking fan fiction
Wattpad
websites?
Stories, yeah.
They're on TikTok. Like people make fucking like they write it in their notes app and like take screenshots and like put it on TikTok. And the reason why I know is because I was listening to this podcaster who's like really into that shit, and she's just like, this is what we needed for Wattpad because you can play music at the same time while you read your horny story.
Fucking hell.
I can listen to The Neighborhood while I get wet. Fucking the 1975 gets me moist. I'm just like, fucking holy shit, bro.
Dude, there's some of them where I'm like, this is obviously made up, but it's a good story. They're a good, they're a good writer.
Yeah, I used like whenever I was a kid and I was like, this might be TMI for everybody on the podcast, but whenever I was a kid and I was first like discovering what porn was, you know what I mean? Like, I discovered what those fan fictions were. And I was like, damn, bro, this is like some crazy shit, dog. This is like the shit freaks read. This is like, this is like
50 Shades of Grey before 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, God. And I was like, this is probably the reason why I have never gotten a bad review in the room. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking hell, bro.
But no, I feel like definitely it was probably some women. Like, I feel like women normally are the one to take the time and write out like a story that they'd enjoy like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like most of the time, whenever you're reading that shit, it's like you get an insight into like what someone would want. And if it's on like something that you fucking would think nobody would ever find, imagine how fucking crazy.
Crazy.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, bro, that'd be fucking crazy, dude.
Just like detailed and fucking disgusting that shit was.
My first porn experience was boob, ass, tits.
But like, did you fucking go and like Google that shit?
Oh yeah.
Dog, I fucking and then did you just like Google image it? Or
yeah, what the fuck else am I supposed to do?
I don't know, like the first link. Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't know. I just like Google image.
Because could you imagine if like you Google, instead of being like clicking on the image, like you click on the first link and you're like porn. You're like, oh, porn entering my mind. Oh,
bro, that'd be like overload, bro. Like,
how old were you at that time?
Oh, I must have been fucking 11 or 12.
Damn, you were like the age I was when I was making that Minecraft video, bro. You're like, boob.
Well, but you know what? Boob. Dude, some people, like, have you ever talked to that guy who's like, yeah, man, I was fucking when I was 12 and a half.
Dog, I was in I was in elementary school, right? And I remember this guy talking about coming. Like this kid, he was like, yeah, you just can't control your dick after, bro. Like your pee goes everywhere. Just like,
Does this guy know what he's talking about? Oh, yeah.
I mean, dude, he was like one of the white kids, so we all thought he knew.
Yeah, man, pee just goes everywhere.
He was. You just piss everywhere.
Fucking hell, bro.
But,
oh, my God.
But then I was just.
I can't get over it, bro.
Have you ever had that experience?
No, bro. Oh my God.
Me either. But
fucking hell.
When was do you remember your first time like hearing somebody talk about sex?
No.
No.
Just, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
or even like a memorable moment.
Most of my like exposure to like adult, like, because I don't know, for some reason, like my mom treated me kind of like Bubble Boy when I was a kid. And I hate to say for some reason, because there's obviously a fucking reason. Because I was like a severe asthmatic, and I was severely allergic to everything fucking nature. So like, my fat ass could eat anything I wanted. I wasn't allergic to food.
It was just like the outside.
It was just grass, like 9 different kinds of grass.
Holy shit.
7 different types of trees.
Fuck, bro.
Horses,
playing outside for you was not an option.
Oh, dude, it's just like, oh. So anyway, yeah, I ended up being like Bubble Boy. So I was very like sheltered kinda. And then you know, I still like rode my bike and shit around the neighborhood and all that, but yeah, I fucking just, that's what led me into like watching a lot of movies.
Oh shit.
Like, yeah.
So you were like almost like one of them. Not one of them. You were almost like a terminally ill person. You were just like
one of them.
Yeah, I didn't want to fucking refer to them like that. Refer to it like a group of like the minority of like, yeah, you motherfucking ill fuckers. Like
the ill bitches out there.
Bitches who have to fucking stay hooked up to an IV or whatever.
The respirated bitches, I guess.
Oh, yo, those bitches are hot. They stay fucking. They stay popping and locking, brothers.
Oh my God, bro.
But no, did you ever feel like that? Like fucking, you're like the outside world, like, or were you just like? Because I think whenever we were kids, or at least for me, it was like a thriving time of being inside. Like the Wii came out and like the fucking.
But you know what? At like recess and stuff, when we had to go outside and play, where was I at? I was the goalie, bro, for soccer.
Oh God.
Yeah. So what am I doing the whole time?
Were
watching
you someone
the other
who, like,
kids
played?
run like I wanted to, and like play like I wanted to,
Damn.
and I got to touch the ball like once or twice, and then like I had like 2 seconds to not fuck up, and if I fucked up, then my whole team would just look back at me and be like, "Fat fucking."
Damn, that does suck about like being bad at sports. Is like no one gives you the chance to get good if you're fat.
Oh yeah.
But if you're like insanely good and fat, they're like, "Oh my God, wow!" But how do you think you get insanely good? You know what I mean?
How am I supposed to practice if? Yeah. Anywho, but no, that shit.
Was soccer your fucking? Was that the game for you?
You know what? I grew up. Well, I'm half Mexican, right? So there's that, but I'm not very like, my family isn't very culturally Mexican.
Mm.
And so like when I got into school, there's a big like migrant population, and I also was in the base program, so it's like bilingual. So it's half of the day in English, half of the day in Spanish. So a lot of the kids that were in there were Hispanic already, because they wanted to either learn English, like more English, or brush up on their Spanish. And so I landed in the latter category, but I ended up hanging out with like a majority like Mexican friend group.
Mm-hmm.
And they they were some bitches, bro. Yeah.
They were some bitches, dog.
Yeah, I didn't realize until like 5th grade they were like awful to me. Like I
Really?
didn't realize I was like, yeah, because like I'm sitting here trying to be like, oh yeah, I'll play soccer. I'll play soccer with you guys, totally, yeah. And then
when you're a kid, you have absolutely no like concept of how people should treat you. Like,
no,
it's
none.
very much like if everything's okay, and like even if people are like spooning you dirt into your mouth, you're like, I'm here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm with the group. Like,
but you know what was even worse for me though is the fact that, like, so from kindergarten up until 5th grade, same exact class.
Damn.
Same exact people. So that's just how people like talk to me. Like, okay, like I am a doormat, I guess. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy how like how much luck plays into like how you're treated. I feel like, I don't know, because whenever, or at least like like growing up, the experience. Because for me, it was like that same thing where it's like, yeah, we basically like grew up with the same motherfuckers since like kindergarten, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it was like, oh yeah, I'm comfortable. Like,
yeah,
I love these guys, you know. But like, I don't think I could like imagine a childhood where it's just like, oh, these fuckers suck, you know.
And like, it's just me trying. Like, you're already like a kid trying to fit in.
Yeah.
And then there's like me walking around not knowing shit about Mexican culture and claiming that I'm Mexican to these kids, you know. And so like, I don't have any fucking foot to stand on. Like, how do you expect me to like? We're so Americanized. I fucking barely know Spanish. Like,
I think that was my blessing in disguise that I was the only Asian there. So it's like I don't have I am the standard. Like everybody's like, oh, so that's how Asians act. Like, didn't know they did that. And I'm like, I didn't know either. Like, I'm actually bad at math, bro.
But
like,
yeah,
dog.
man. I mean, when you have that like negative perception, I don't know. It fucked with me for a bit, but after middle school, you know what happened? I fucking got tall. That's all. That's the only thing that like saved my life, I think.
Is that when you got tall in middle school?
Yeah, that's when I started growing like crazy.
Or were you shorter? Were you like a shorter person in elementary school?
No, I was definitely like always taller in
like
my
people would.
classes.
I feel like it's.
But
like whenever I was young, people would be like, "Oh, you're taller."
But when you're a kid, like, and you're just fat, like, I can't, like, oh my God, there was this girl who was my next door neighbor, and I still, like, try and not hold anything against her, because she was a kid, right?
Oh, shit.
But she rode the same bus as me, and every day she would torment me about being fat. And, like, I can't beat this little girl's ass. I can't, like, threaten this little girl. She lives right next to me. Like,
yeah, bro.
And so I just took it. She would giggle at me, laugh at me, whatever. And so, yeah, she finally stopped, like, riding the bus or whatever. And I don't know, man. It's just shit like that. But after, I would say after middle school, like, fucking say some shit to me. I will just, like...
That's crazy that you didn't say anything back to her, bro.
Oh, no. I'm very, like, that's the thing. I will hold my tongue until the absolute last second. But when I do, bro, I think only like 3 people have gotten it from me. Like, truly gotten it.
Like you yelled at them?
Oh, yeah. Like, there was one kid. I was with a black girl. He picked up, I think I told you. I think we said this on a podcast. I don't know if that got released.
All right.
But, yeah, this kid.
Our fans will know.
Yeah. So this kid that I was in like a friend group with, I don't want to say like best friends with, but we were in a friend group. He had picked up a bundle of bananas and shoved them in my chest and said, yo, you're probably going to need these because you're with that black girl, whatever. Yeah. And so I was like, okay, nope, I can't let that go. Like, I can't let that
damn
go.
near gonna beat his ass, bro.
Yeah, so I was like, I had fucking I yelled at him at first, and then I broke it down to him on a level that he can understand. That wasn't just like, I will fuck you up and destroy you. So
your family and your son
destroy you for the next 7 generations.
like, not like, so it was chill.
I'm gonna make you have kids so I can kill them.
And then like the other one, this fucking guy. Oh, it was one of the Mexican kids from that friend group. He in like 5th grade,
holy shit.
he had come up to me and was like, he was doing his like usual like, oh, I'm gonna get all my friends and I'm gonna beat your ass. And I said, the fuck you are. Threw off my backpack.
Dog.
He did. But no, yeah, I hit him in the face.
Gotta remember that one.
Yeah. I hit him in the face and he just fucking he started crying.
How old are you?
It was 5th grade, so maybe
damn,
11.
bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, this probably is the best time to get like in a fight. Like,
Yeah.
or at least best time to throw a punch, because there's a chance that motherfucker's just gonna cry. if you throw a punch now, it's like, nah,
Dude, I remember
he's not crying, bro.
we were sitting in the principal's because I did it in front of the vice principal, who my mother knows very well. Right?
Yeah.
And she knows my family. And she's like, good kid, he would never do anything, but I have to write him up, And I'm sitting in there, and I'm like waiting for my mom to show up. He's waiting for his parents to show up, and he's just, I don't. We're cool, man.
What, bro?
And I'm just looking at him like,
I would have been yelling at his ass.
I was just like, what do you? Look at yourself, bro. Like,
you're pathetic.
like, come on now, keep it together.
Look at you, pitching a bitch in a mum.
Like,
where's your anger?
dude, I think that was like my metamorphosis into like, I don't think I happen to give a fuck what you think.
I
You
think
know? That was
my
cool.
metamorphosis for that was like not as badass. I was the first day of school for me, right? Like of high school. So for me, in my head, I'm building it up. I'm like, I'm a fucking high schooler now.
Yeah.
I'm a man.
Yeah.
I'm 15. But like fucking, I'm at lunch. I fucking made it through all my morning classes. I'm like, today's been pretty smooth. Not bad. You know what I mean? It's not like the movies. And then from the back, I probably told this on the podcast before. I'm going to say it again. Fuck it. From the back of the line, not even like the line, it's like very short. There's like a wall 4 or 5 feet behind me. I can just hear him behind me though. He's like, hey, yo, let me through. Let me through with me and my peanut. And then like, fucking, he gets to me. And I'm at the door, right?
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, I'm like,
This is the lunch line?
this is the lunch line, right?
Okay.
And there's like a door to go from the outside to the inside of the freshman campus. So like, I'm 100 pounds heavier. I'm a little thicker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a little wider.
Yeah.
Door ain't big enough
Yeah.
for the two of us. All right. And he's like, hey, yo, let me through, bro. Let me through. And then like, I say no. I'm just like, no. And then I turn around. Worst idea ever. It was like turning around on someone who's pissed off at you. Because I'm like, yeah, what are you going to do? Like,
Yeah.
fucking push me. I'm heavy as shit, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So he like punched me in the back of the head like 3 times, right? And everybody remembers this differently, but I know I remember it the right way. All right? Everybody's like, oh, damn, remember when the guy beat on you? Or do you remember when that guy like fucking punched you to the ground? No. Fucking, for the record.
Never touch the fucking ground.
No, not even that. I definitely did touch the ground.
Okay,
I touched the ground, okay? But this is what confused these motherfuckers. That I was on the ground. I showed him my back, but he punches me 3 times in the back of the head, and I look at my friends because I'm like, light work, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I'm 15, my brain can get shaken.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I look around and I'm like, isn't this guy crazy? You know what I mean? Just like laughing because I'm also in disbelief that this motherfucker's hitting me. You know what I mean? but I'm still up. And then like he's like, man, oh my god, and then he like jumps on my backpack, and I'm like, I almost like just stand there, like I'm almost able to, but like I end up falling on him. You know what I mean? Which I'm like, yeah, I fucking hope I broke your leg, bitch. Bitch ass, bitch. I'm fucking 260 pounds. I know this shit ain't light, but and then that's when like the principal, who was like, as far as you are away from me, is like, all right, well, stop that.
Oh my god.
I was like, yeah. I was so hardcore into band at the time that I was like, I'm not even gonna fight you back because I want to go to band.
Dude, that was I think I've told you about the club fight that I was in, right?
No.
Oh, dude, yeah,
maybe I have.
Okay,
maybe
I feel like I definitely have.
Probably have.
I'm just like, I was shoving my way kind of through the crowd or whatever, and I wasn't really shoving. I was, like, hey, excuse me. This is like my normal move. Like, I got a drink in my hand.
Of course, yeah, it's like the club.
Hey, excuse me. If they can't hear me, I'm like, sorry. Move on through. Whatever. So I'm fucking moving on through, and this guy is like shoving people, like full on, like. And so he gets to me, and he pushes me like out of the way so he can get through. I fucking shove him into like 4 people, and then by the time he gets back up, boom, fucking hand to my jaw.
Damn, from him?
Yeah. And so my thought at that point is, okay, I'm not going to fight this guy because
I want to drink.
Well, yeah, I want to drink, and I party in there all the time. I've seen fights happen. They pay bouncers for a reason, dog. Yeah. They have to be over 6'2" to be a bouncer.
Over? That's
over
crazy.
6'2". Like, you're not getting tossed out by Billy Bob and Jimmy over here.
Dang,
like,
dude. I'm 6'1".
So, yeah, my thought was like, let me not get my ass like fucking picked up and thrown out, And I also want to keep drinking. And so I was like, I will fucking eat you alive. I will fucking I will destroy you. Right?
That's
and then
there's
this guy talking to me, and he's like, oh, you should have beat his fucking ass. Should have beat his ass. And I was like, man, I just want to drink with my fucking arms under me. I'm out I'm like, yo, I didn't do the guy doesn't say a word, just keeps walking. I'm like, and like the thing was, I know that I could have easily overpowered this one guy, but what's gonna happen after?
Yeah.
It's like these fucking 6 bouncers come and beat my ass, and then I get given to the cops, where I'm then put into the back of the cop car.
Dog.
Fuck that. No,
You're
good.
so smart for that, because I would not have made that decision.
Dude.
I would have been like, bro, no.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I paid my money for this shit, dog. Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I'll take just getting thrown out. And so I got thrown out, and I called my boys. I was like, hey, got thrown out. I'm walking back home. Have some fun.
That sucks, bro.
Yeah, but
that sucks.
Oh, you know what though? After I walked to my girl's house and I got some. So
Well, you know what? I hope you guys all are getting some out
there. And I hope you enjoyed this episode of Matthew and Christian Make a Podcast.